I love that. Oh, just had a little a great gin, a little pub and cheadle on a great time.
She's proper northern.
Yeah, I was just...
You're taking the piss out of my daughter?
Yeah.
Before you
Just the
ask
two.
this question, can I go for a wee?
Yeah, you go for a wee.
I'm actually going to piss myself.
Wait,
She's been sitting there going,
I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. What have I got on my T-shirt here? What is this? It looks like something very
it looks
suspicious.
like you were excited to see me.
Well, I am always excited to see you, but I'm got to the age where it just goes off.
Nolans Uncensored.
Welcome to our podcast. I'm Coleen Nolan.
I'm Shane, I'm the eldest.
I'm Ciara and I'm the youngest.
This is our family chat, and now it's yours too.
You've got the best seat in the house.
Welcome to Nolans Uncensored.
He died today.
Is that who it is?
Jurassic Park. Sam Neil?
No.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So that's for him.
welcome.
Make it a bit more sad though this time.
Yeah, all right. Well, we normally start, don't we, with the old Nolan news. Anyone got any? Welcome to Nolan News.
Nolan news.
Oh.
I want to go further and I got
I'm
scared.
sorry. We're starting off very slow. It's the heat. How are we dealing with the heat?
Oh,
what
not me, not
boring
well.
conversation.
The thing is, with the heat, I'm loath to go, oh, it's too hot, I can't stand it, I can't sleep. Because I spend 8 months of the year moaning about the cold and the rain and, you know what I mean? I'm trying to embrace it.
This
but
is
it
the first year though,
difficult.
I thought, if it's going to be like this now,
We're getting a pool.
oh, you getting a pill.
Oh, I'm getting a pool.
Yeah, well, we
Oh.
can't fit it in our gardens.
We got a little
No.
plastic pool and Mika bit it.
No, I'm thinking about like investing in an aircon unit.
Oh, if we were guaranteed this every year, I
Your
say
house is
every
quite
year,
cool, to be fair.
if we were guaranteed this weather every year, I think everyone would have aircon. But it's just that it can be a week, it can be 2 weeks.
Yeah, but
and
it's
then
becoming
crap
more of a
for the
reg.
rest of the year.
But, you know, global warming doesn't
Global
exist,
warming,
so what do I know?
yeah. And also air conditioning units are terrible for global warming. So
Are they
can't have
really?
them. Something to do with that, yeah.
Truffin' hell, you can't win, can
Oh,
you?
Well,
yeah.
let's have a
Can't.
word with the Japanese. They're very inventive.
Okay, I'll phone them. I was huge there.
You would think that, yeah. Christ.
Any other Nolan news? Well,
I've been to Barcelona.
You've been to Barcelona. How was that?
Hot. Too
Brilliant.
hot.
It was really hot, wasn't it? Hotter than here.
Disgusting, yeah.
And you did a lot of walking.
Cities, though, like London, it's just different kind of
that
heat.
way.
Yes, and they want to sightsee, and I'm just like, can we just sit in a cafe and do nothing?
But you enjoyed it.
I loved it.
Did Sid love it?
Loved it. He actually copes with the heat more.
He does
Didn't
actually
he?
for a
Yeah.
baby.
Solar powered.
I think babies do, though, don't they? What's my son's called?
Sun's cool.
Sons, well, you could be
Plural.
right.
Well, yeah, there's a few. Yeah, I think babies do well in the heat.
Yeah.
Cold, they don't give a shit.
I don't give a toss, do
And
they?
then on a much more sadder note,
Oh, here we go.
poor little Mika, our little three-legged, she's now on palliative care.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
No, don't. She's been through so much, that dog. She's amazing. And she's still great, isn't she? But
Yeah.
her cancer's back, so there's nothing they can do.
How long she got?
Don't know.
Don't know. Knowing Mika, another 5 years.
Yeah, they told
She
us
was
she
only-
had a
She had
year.
a year.
6
Last
years
time it
ago.
was 6 years, yeah. So, but yeah, she's done well, and we don't want to put her through all that again. Yeah, but you know what I'm embarrassed about? When I was doing Celebs Go Dating and they filmed at the farm, Rob Beckett kept going, what is this place, like a farm of death or something? Because I was pointing out all
Hospice
the
for animals, isn't it?
hospice for animals, and I've got another one, and I'm starting to think,
Yeah, but
God,
we've
is
got
it
a
me?
we've got a new animal that's
What?
been born.
What?
Got a chick.
I've got a new baby chick. You'll see that on the YouTube.
That'll be dead next
That'll
week.
be dead by next
No,
week.
it's lasted a while. And I did that thing. She was sitting on about 15 eggs, and everyone was like, "Get rid of them, get rid of them." And I said, "No, not till 28 days." And there was the one chick.
You got a name for it?
So Tony's asked me to call it Tony.
Of course.
Tony the chick. He feels he deserves that after all the work he's done at the house.
Yeah.
So it's called Tony Mac Chicken.
He'll love that.
Yeah. So yeah.
I
Our
shaved my
Tone.
armpits for you today.
Let's have a look.
No,
Let's show the armpits then.
because I did it last night. What if they've regrown?
Show.
We talked about that today
What?
Armpit hair.
on Loose. No, how did it come about? Oh, so women now, especially menopausal women, are taking medication to put back in testosterone. I don't need to because it's naturally coming with the menopause for me. That's why I am the way I am, guys, just so you know. But they're also experiencing that their hair growth is getting more and more everywhere. They're getting hairy. So
Jackson
I talked about my
bushes.
beard that you keep mentioning
I've
about.
got a beard as well.
Yeah, I might have a lot of testosterone and also losing the hair because
That
of it.
makes sense because I shag Max.
Because a lot of men that, you know, like men lose their hair or they go bald, it's because of the massive testosterone. Actually, if you see a bald man, that means he's really probably great in bed because he is testosterone.
Yeah, but then surely
to
he'd
hell.
have
No,
more
just
hair.
because he's got testosterone doesn't mean he's good in bed. Just means
Well,
he wants to have sex.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just an animal.
I'm unbelievable at it, but it doesn't mean I want it all
No,
the
surely it's the other way around. You're saying women grow hair with more testosterone.
No, in the wrong place, like they grow a beard, like me, or they get hairy armpits or hairy legs. But yeah,
Do you shave your toes?
time. What the fuck is going on?
I have shaved my toes.
I have
What?
to shave my toes.
Yeah.
My toes
Get
get
little hairs on your toes.
I could
Ew.
plait them
No,
from
I
here.
understand. You're right, hairy pair.
It says beardy man in the corner.
Yeah, but I'm a bloke. What's the
I'm a
excuse for your
bloke.
beard?
And no, there's no excuse
Exactly.
for my beard. They actually did a close-up of it today on the show.
Yeah.
Shut up.
And I'd actually forgotten to shave this
No.
morning. Yeah, I can feel it all. Yeah. I've absolutely killed my sex life.
You
How is
haven't.
Ryan?
You fucking haven't.
How is Ryan? He surprised you the other day. Come to watch football with us, didn't he? Up north.
I don't know what you mean, but yeah.
Okay.
How do you feel about our... Well, it's our second guest because Jake was our first guest,
Yeah, he
really.
don't count.
But he doesn't count because we know him. But how do you feel about the first show, this show with our first...
Yeah, buzzing.
I'm
Look forward to it.
nervous.
She's really
I
nervous.
could throw up.
Why?
Because he's a big testosterone-filled man.
Let's see if he's hairy.
Yeah.
You'll know. You'll know him very well.
I do know him very well. But then a lot of sportsmen get rid of it all, don't they?
Yeah, I'm going to ask him. That's the first
Why?
question. actually.
Streamline.
Streamline, yeah.
I'm going to ask him.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is.
Shut up.
Yeah, they do. A lot of footballers do it as well, the legs and that.
That's
Yeah.
mad.
I know. It's
Well, you
exciting.
shaved
I'm
everything.
glad it's James because obviously doing Celebs Go Dating.
Well, now they know.
Who
Now
knows?
everyone knows.
Who knows what?
You've
We haven't
told us-
introduced
we
who
haven't
it is
introduced-
yet.
Yeah. Now you've told them.
Jesus wept, Mum.
Fuck, is this your first time doing a podcast?
I thought I'd said his name.
No.
I am excited about our first guest. Because I don't know if you know, and I don't know, like, if you know how I know him, but I know him.
Yeah.
He's
It's
great
Ryan.
fun. He's good.
Captain Shit Chat.
Is that what you're going to call him?
Well, no, I'm not going to call him it, but that's what Rob Beckett called him.
Oh.
Are you scared to call him that?
No, I'll fucking call him it.
Getting a little rugby tackle with him.
You won't when you see him.
called
He's
a
like,
scrum.
he's like a little rugby tackle. Wait till you see him. He's like man mountain coming through
Oh,
that
no,
door.
I'm scared. Do
You'll
I
get-
shake his
must be-
hand, fist bump?
No, now don't go. I'm going to wait for you to ask as many questions as possible.
Oh,
Well, it must be weird for you because you've actually never done this before.
no. I'm just a girl.
I've never.
You have. You've interviewed people.
Yeah,
loads.
the vamps and that.
And you did that Strictly thing.
Oh, yeah. I've
Got
done
up and
quite a
close
bit.
with
You've interviewed
Giovanni.
a lot.
Yeah, I have actually.
And you did it on tour with me.
Oh, yeah. I'm
You
actually pretty
hosted
good at this.
that. You are.
Not a bad career, eh?
Now, you might know James as a former England rugby star and British and Irish Lion. But these days, he is also a broadcaster, author, DJ, star on Celebs Go Dating. I was a star. And podcaster. Who knew? We'll be talking rugby, fame, family, life after sport, and what happens when you go from being cheered by thousands on the pitch to having your dating life picked apart on Celebs Go Dating. Now, so let's welcome James Haskell to Nolan's Uncensored. Here he is! Oh my God, I'm...
He's the cougar and the stepson.
Big James in the house.
Oh, bottle of gin.
Is this your gin?
It's my gin, yeah.
Is there anything you don't do?
Wait, do the
Relationships.
intro again, and
Yeah.
now has his own gin.
yeah. This is Black Eye. It's 140 weight trace. Goes very well with the Mediterranean tonic. We're just about to launch tequila as well. So
All right.
That's a bit of me.
Do a
Yeah.
shot of it now.
tequila's really nice. I can't shot tequila in the car. It's next level. But I thought you'd see you for a gin just before you play bridge and have a little.
Oh, he's
Go to
off.
bed.
He's off already. What you been up to since
Oh
I last
God,
saw
what
you?
have I been up to?
Well, on Instagram,
I've been in
you're
Colombia.
just so busy all the time.
Colombia?
I was in Colombia. Yeah. That was
I'm
quite
not
cool.
allowed to go there for obvious reasons.
It's not for you. It's not,
for me, is it?
It's not.
Go straight to the source.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I mean, I was more thinking about the ladies' thing, but yeah.
I mean, that's what I was.
Yeah, obviously. But no, went to Columbia, played in Dubrovnik on a couple of Friday nights
DJing,
ago.
sweet.
That was really cool in the castle. That was wicked. I did some regional DJing on Saturday. Played at a festival at Lingfield Racecourse. Played Chloe's birthday, so I took her yesterday to the Ritz with Bodie for a little bit of food. That was quite nice. But otherwise, I've been doing a couple of podcasts. Got this Autumn Nation Cups on, so we've sort of been doing some rugby bits, and we were going to go and watch
England just beat Fiji.
We watched that. And I've just been being a dad, really. Chloe was away, so I had her for Bodie for a whole week.
Nice.
Not much then.
Not much. No, nothing like overtly kind of crazy. I'm trying to think.
Can you explain to my daughter something?
Rugby star and British and Irish Lion.
Yes.
How can you be both?
So basically, the Lions.
I tried to explain this, but
So the Lions is a sort of a culmination of the best players from Scotland, England, Ireland, Wales, and they all come together. But obviously, Ireland is seen as a separate setup. So they pick all the best players from that group. Every 4 years, they've then gone a tour, either playing South Africa, and then following year it'll be Australia, and the following year it'll be New Zealand. 4 years South Africa, 4 years Australia, 4 years. So you could be an international player for New Zealand, Australia, and South Africa, and never play against the Lions, and it's seen as the best of the best going to tour those countries. And I thought I'd missed my opportunity, but a player got injured on the day that they were going to fly out, so I got my call up in the last hour, and it was the best experience of my life. Really, it was kind of because you play against these players for the home nations. All the time, but you very rarely get to link with them. There's obviously a lot of sort of competition. Everyone hates the English. You then have
and I've noticed that during this World Cup as well. My word,
everyone hates. I'm making sure my phone's off. Sorry, everyone hates everyone. But you then have to come together, put all your rivalries to one side, all the fans put their patriotism to one side, and then you go and join up and go and play against the best in the world.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a big experience, but it was cool.
You'll now realise why James is not great at dating.
I wasn't great at dating.
He just never shuts the fuck up.
No.
Yeah, but she did ask. He's explained that.
Yeah,
very
No,
well.
but honestly, you ask him.
You know what?
You ask him one question, he goes on for days.
That's what I do. Yeah.
And you've forgotten what the question was.
It was
Rob Beckett called him Captain Shit Chat.
Captain Shit Chat, yeah. The mayor
I
of
thought your chat was good.
Mayor of Chatmandu, FC Barcelona. But he, I'm easy. This because I don't even think this is a podcast. It's more of a lecture. Ask one question. I just talk myself.
It was good when talking about Celebs Go Dating. It was good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was great fun. I mean, again, in terms of you do TV. You're on a better one. You do lots of TV stuff, and there's always this belief that you're going to hang around together and stay in touch because you're sort of it's almost like Stockholm syndrome, really. But actually, of all the experiences I've been in, I'm a Celeb was tougher because you're at the mercy of the edit. You never really know how you're coming across. You don't have feedback. The crew are very removed from you. You don't spend a lot of time speaking to them. They don't let you see the time. They put bags over your head to take you different places. So it's very different. This was like really nice. The crew were great. All the other celebs
Everyone
were
was just
actually
great,
amazing.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was
really.
It was a massive crew.
Yeah.
I was gobsmacked how many of them
Yeah,
there
well,
were.
imagine because you've got 6 celebs often operating at the same time, doing multiple dates, multiple people. You can't
Got a
sneeze
whole
now without needing, sound people.
Did you either of you know what other celebs were going to be on it before you went?
No.
Oh, you did. So you didn't know until the day you
don't-
got
yeah,
there.
they
So you
don't
had
tell
no
you.
preconceived ideas
I
of each
walked
other.
into that for the first day at that first thing. I walked in and I saw Professor Green, Al Stephen, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Yeah.
Of all people as well, I'd actually DJ'd for him, or DJ'd at an event for him maybe about 6 months ago, and he actually didn't turn up. Because I think something happened or someone was unwell or something. So I'd met him a few times. Ended up playing, and I walked in, I saw him, then I saw your mum, then Gabby, but I fucked up a bit with Gabby because
you did.
You've slid into the DMs before, haven't you?
No, luckily, I mean, it wouldn't be against the run of the mill for that to happen. But actually, I'd met her before, and I didn't recognise her because out of context, I'd bumped into her.
Oh, you didn't do that thing where you say, "Oh, nice to meet you," and she's like, "We've met before."
Yeah, but that's when people call you on it, instead of letting it slide,
That
you
was.
actually met me before, and I was like, "Where was that?" She was at Burning Man. I was like, babe, it's Burning Man. I mean, how am I supposed? I didn't remember my name, let alone. So that was kind of. I saw her. Then Lucinda obviously turned up in that
Obsessed
kind of
with her.
dress with a big eagle thing.
her.
Yeah. And again, that was out. I've never watched Married at First Sight, so again, I didn't really sort of know that. David, I'd actually. When I'd gone and done some of my filming stuff, I'd heard someone screaming, very flamboyantly screaming, and
Definitely David.
That can go one of two ways. You can either be a bit like, oh my god, who's this going to be like screeching? He was like your mum, just unbelievable. One of my favourites.
I think that's the thing. There was no diva there, was there? There was no one ever complaining. Because there's a lot hanging, long filming days, but equally 3 or 4 hours while we could be hanging around. Yeah. But there wasn't one person there acting diva-ish.
And then everyone got on. And look, it's a very hard subject because look, it's a fun show, but dating, love, vulnerability, talking about yourself, but also playing with other people's emotions and other people's view of themselves, going on dates, and some they think they're amazing. You're sort of like, oh my god, and also the producers then whispering in your ear, going, say this and go there. It's hard to try not to do it because you can see how. It can go horribly wrong, when someone sort of self-images of I'm amazing.
No, I thought they edited you all to come across really well. You all had moments where you thought,
well, I got absolutely nailed for the shit chat. Didn't I?
no, but you still also had your back as well.
But you did. But I think equally they didn't edit you in the way that you wouldn't have loved you.
No, you didn't come across as an arse. You know what I mean?
I haven't actually watched any of it. I
don't think Professor Green has either.
No,
I text him. We're still mates.
Oh, you best mates. You're very Green.
Just be good to Green.
You've got to be good to it. The words actually say so. But the reason I don't do it is because when I was a sports person, you watch so much footage of yourself play, you'd have a memory of a game or a way it had gone. And then when you see it in sort of short, out of context clips, maybe things weren't quite as good as you thought they were. Then I'm a Celebrity was edited in such a way that I came out of it and I was like, did they put that in? Did they put that in? Was that in? I was like, no.
Yeah. It was the same with your Big Brother.
Yeah, and that for me I found very hard because then you're at the mercy of someone else. So my memory of the way I am and the way I was is of a way. Obviously recollections may vary, as the Queen RP very famously said, but I always go, look, I'd rather remember it for how it was, what happened, and then look, there are some great bits. I saw the clips, but no, I didn't.
Some funny bits.
So funny, yeah.
There was a lot they couldn't show of me and you.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They kept saying we've got about 8 hours of film and about 4 minutes that we can actually show because it just got. You think this is bad,
but it's very funny as well because you also as well you what I knew, but I sort of took for granted was you've got to tie 6 storylines together, and you have to make a narrative arc, and they all have to intersect and meet. So there's actual stuff you couldn't put in anyway. Because Paul Brunson at the end of it, he took me to one side. He goes, "I thought you were brilliant. Your chat wasn't shit. We had to put a thing in to make. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Yeah,
it was a bit shit though.
It was a bit shit. But then so they were like, be vulnerable. I was like, okay, my dad's dead, and I was like, what? And I went, okay, too much. There's no levels to this. I don't really know how. The thing with it is, with dating, people talk about kind of vulnerability. I'm like, when have you ever gone on a date one, and someone's just gone and opened up really quickly about something? For most part,
and the dates themselves weren't as long as the lead up to the dates of filming. You spend 2 hours filming walking in, and then you'd have 40 minutes with a complete stranger.
Are you with anyone now?
No, I'm single. No, I haven't seen.
It didn't work.
No, that's what you get back to the real world, really. And look, I. From an experiment point of view, like learning about yourself and having fun, and actually Dottie, the girl that I finished was brilliant.
Fabulous.
But she's actually dating someone now, so she's in a relationship. So I'm always the one before the one before.
Her mate were mad.
Oh my god, yeah. Kimbara, great name.
See everything.
Yeah. That was one of those ones where like you turn up to the finale and one of the girls got fantastic body, but she was wearing quite a revealing thing.
Not quite revealing. And
I didn't realise until half of
Didn't
I was
realise.
drunk.
Yeah.
Half of an hour I went, okay. What's the next world then?
But it was one of those things where it's like everything's did you see my friend? You're like, no. It's like a test. Everything's a test. I always say that like even Chloe now will say things like, oh gee, that girl's fit over there. I'm like, no. I'm not doing this. I'm not falling for that track. Because when younger, someone would say, "Would you see that girl?" I go, "Oh my god, yeah, she was absolute smoke show." And then you go, "I shouldn't have said that."
Yeah.
So I just deny everything. I see everything. But
He didn't deny it with me.
I saw you. I saw you coming a mile off.
Yeah.
All that time you kept forgetting that you put your underwear on, bending over in front of the door, like she kept offering to tuck me in.
Honestly, every day he kept saying, "You're gonna have to have a word with her." She's banging my door during the night, trying to get in.
It was just like, you know, a cat, like you just hear scratching at the door. You just hear, Jane.
You know what she said about you though? You know she got given as a present a dildo.
Yeah.
She gave it you and you kept it.
Yeah, I did. So what? Well,
yeah. So tell me about that.
Because your mum said it wasn't big enough, is what she said. So that was her first initial feedback.
3 kids.
But she said she'd actually bought her own.
Yeah.
But it was a mains one that you plugged in. So because I came to the people and I said, who the fuck is there a fucking building site next door? Because it sounds like in the middle of the night someone sanded down a table and building a wardrobe. It was her with her own vibrator.
Right, okay. That's all we've got time for today.
But she did give it to me. And
the vibrator.
Yeah, both, yeah. And I've still got it, actually. It's sitting on top of a cupboard.
In a frame.
It's probably only had 1 or 2 careful uses.
Yeah, but the funny thing was, there wasn't a moment of him going, what the fuck do I want that for? I went, I don't want this. Do you want it? He went, I'll have it. Put it straight in his case.
Yeah. And I was a bit worried about customs if they pulled that over.
Well, that's what I was worried about. Yeah. I thought if all of a sudden for the first time ever they go, can we see what's in your case?
You didn't want to think you used something so unprofessional, did you? In comparison to all the other stuff that was in your case.
Exactly.
But no, so it's still sitting there. I don't know why I agreed to have it. I think it was more comedy value, but I've essentially got it.
Did you feel you learned anything from the show with the agents?
Yeah. So do you know what?
Because they really
went into me. I mean,
they
I think for me, one of the key things was actually just doubling down on what I wanted from somebody. You know, I'm always like reticent when you know, because people are human and we all have like a different range of emotions and skill sets. When people go, I want this, it sort of doesn't take into account how you are. You know, those you sort of joke about those women online, you know, they want a 6'3", want this, and they're like 4'2" and unemployed. You're a bit like, you've got to stop sort of talking about what
You're right.
But you know
it's going well though, right?
You know what I mean? You know, that particularly that song that David Guetta did, you know, it's 9:30, I want a banker, I want all this, that. It's kind of, so I was always very sort of reticent about over egging what I wanted, but actually through the process it reminded me that I really want somebody smart. I need someone who's independent. I need someone who's got their own career, their own life, someone who takes care of themselves, someone who's confident, someone who can challenge me. And so that from that point of view I learned really
perfect.
Exactly. I mean, basically I've described you.
Yeah.
Have you heard she's got a new man?
Have you got?
Stop it! Do we have to do this on the podcast?
Have you?
Yeah. We've all met
Cheating on you.
Oh my God! Yeah. Is he open-minded? Is it open-minded? No. So where did you meet him?
I'm not sad.
Okay, fine.
Well, that's one of the questions. What do you want us to do about that?
But hold on. Did you find that process on the show then set you into a good place?
If I hadn't been on that show, he wouldn't have. He saw the episode where I got pied by both the guys.
Do you know what? I still got a really regret about that because I fucked up and I think about it a lot. So I should have stood up when.
They didn't,
and because I did the joke with Gabby, and I was like, "Why'd they leave your mum hanging?" And that was bad. I mean, I was like, even from just a gentleman perspective, I was like, "You two fuckers don't have her, I'll have her again." But But no,
like a rescue dog.
There's been so many jokes about you two starting to act.
Oh my God, I can't tell you.
Yes, but you know, but can I tell you, right? So the amount of women that have now slid into my DMs off the back of it going, I always knew like a more mature woman.
Yeah, I'm literally getting, but you and James are such a great couple. So it was you and James that bonded, wasn't it, on the show?
How long have you been? How long
a couple of months.
I'm very happy for you. You're a catch. You deserve that.
He's a nice bloke as well.
That's
great. Is he going to be handy around the farm?
He's handy enough.
Oh, I bet. Jesus. That's what I love as well, though, because again, before we started that show, you were a bit like, actually, you know, I'm still alive. I still want this. I'm still, you know, sexual woman. I still want this kind of vibe and energy and to feel loved and laugh. And everything else. I don't want to feel like someone's. I'm giving up. You know what I mean? I think great you went through all that.
Yeah, no, it's really so. In actual fact, this show actually did help me find someone.
Oh, really?
Because he's never watched it before, and he said, "I don't even know why I put it on that night, but I put it on and saw you." And then he came into my DMs, slid into my DMs.
The therapy aspect of the show, didn't you?
I loved the therapy aspect. Yeah, the agents. I thought they were really good.
Again, because people have got different stories, different lives, different experiences, different baggage, and you forget that you go into that, and like you can be quite jaded by it. You can be quite like. Because again, it isn't like the Wild West out there. Because what was interesting when I was obviously on the show is the amount of women that reached out to me on that show, but all from the perspective of, you know, they were kind of sick of life, sick of the way the dating world worked. That all they wanted someone was to be honest and seen and all this kind of stuff. I mean, I'm 100% not the right man for anything, but obviously the concept behind it, I'd never seen, because how it really rammed home how much I think there's a difference in men and women wanting to settle down. Men do, but wanting to have that security and that want that kind of partnership. And that
I think it was great, even with Pro Green as well, where he came across as well.
Yeah,
he's
some mental health issues and
he was really honest and open.
It was a good spectrum now of all of you. I think you all had different. You all have different. Different issues, basically.
Yeah. But he's a great.
You're all issues.
But I think that's not unusual. I think if everyone in this room would have something going on.
Everyone's got issues.
And it could vary. It could vary from what see in the mirror to I don't feel confident to I want love to And actually, Stephen's amazing because when you scratch the surface with him and then go. The kind of childhood he had on where he was and what's happened, and it's also because I always did therapy since I was 17 with sport, and that was quite rare. I've always looked after myself and done that, so I've been across that. And it doesn't say the wheels aren't going to fall off and you're not going to have issues. But he's quite late to it because the way he talks about it, he's going through it now in the later stage.
He got diagnosed very late, didn't he, with everything? And then when he got diagnosed, he said all of a sudden everything made sense. Yes. But he didn't know up until that point why he was the way he was.
Did you say you get therapy with sport?
No, so my godfather's wife, a lady called Dr. Jill Owen, is a psychologist, and she works at Priory and does other bits and pieces. And so my godfather always said to me when I was younger, he goes, listen, you should come and do a session with Jill. I was like 17, just come straight out of public school. I was like, what the fuck do I have any problems with? And, I didn't really think about it. And he went, no, I just think it'd be really good to deal with criticism or not being selected. So I did a session with her and I was just like blown away. And when I first started with it, the idea behind it was, if you're going to play 30 games a season, how do you create a scope for preparation that means you can be consistent? Because you can do anything on emotion. Like, if you have to present this podcast, say you did it once, you can just do it on emotion and whatever. If you have to do something consistently all the time, you then need to bring in different processes for yourself. You need to have a thing that switches you in. So as soon as you get into presenting mode, you leave family troubles, relationship troubles, tired, stress, media behind. So that's what we started. And I started using music as a tool. So whenever I got on the bus, I'd put a curated playlist on because we all know kind of the emotive effect of music. When you hear a great song, you can change your mood. If you're really sad,
that's so true as well.
If you're very sad, and you put on Magic FM, you'll probably just crash your car into a wall screaming.
That's what she listens to.
I do.
Smooth FM all day.
Yeah, but then so it depends what mood you're in. So then if I want to be uplifting, it's that song that you hear where you're like, I could run through a wall. Yeah. When Shania Twain says, "Let's go, girls."
Yeah. Absolutely.
You kick a wall down.
Yeah.
So I started doing that, and I saw a complete change. So it didn't matter if I was tired, or if I was slightly injured, or things hadn't been going well. As soon as I put my headphones on, I'd have a couple of notes, and crap on my chest. I would. I thought, what is that? Looks like something dodgy as well.
Probably is knowing you.
Well, probably is. A quick wank.
It's when you see me.
I didn't want to go off in the. I didn't want to go off on the show.
Never that dildo in the car.
But and so basically, I started doing it and using it for that reason. But as you start speaking more, I found out I was really lacking in confidence. I was very insecure about things. I didn't deal with criticism very well. I was very hard on myself. My dad was an amazing dad, loving, but he was quite critical. My mum would be very praising, and so it kind of, you had to address those kind of things. So, but a lot of guys didn't ever do it, so they would really struggle. And even 20 years into my career, if you asked all the lads in the room, maybe when you started there'd be one, maybe there's now like 6, 7. But top sportsmen do it. So that really helped me. So I was always across that. And so you can always tell people like Stephen who have sort of come to this process or had to hit rock. I mean, he's not saying he's hit rock bottom, but you have to go to hit rock bottom because only you can really fix you. And that's the thing with it. With addicts and bits and pieces, you know what I mean? No one can shame you into doing it. No one can force you to do it. You have to make those decisions yourself. You can have help, but you are the one that makes the changes. And there's this belief now, particularly in society, that because of social media, that you're owed something, that people are going to help you, and that it's someone else's fault. The harsh reality is, yes, people are in lots of different predicaments, but you're in charge and how you do it and how you approach it. So I was very lucky. I had all that from a really early stage. So
do you think that helped when you reach the end of your profession,
Yeah.
your
Oh
rugby
my
career?
God. Yeah. Because
That must be so difficult.
Well, that's going to be my question. Because I suppose DJing's helped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I found so.
He's had something after a career.
Yeah. Well, the reason I love DJing is it's the perfect replacement for playing, really, because I'm a massive show-off. I'm a performer.
No.
Couldn't
I
tell.
can't believe it. I won't. I know. Shock, isn't it? Such a revelation when I say it. But that kind of thing that I really I need to perform and tell stories and have a vibe. When I was playing, what I was probably attracted to about rugby was, at the start it was rugby, but then it was the instant payoff of if you trained hard, worked hard, sacrificed, you get an opportunity. If you took the opportunity, you get more opportunities. It's a very linear path. You get clear chart, like club team, England team, Lions, other honours, trophies. It's very simple. In the real world, how do you gauge your success? Is it car you've got, money you've got, which shows you get? It's very difficult and it's not as easy. So what I found from going from retirement into all these other things like music and whatever, there's no real gauge of how successful you are. Someone plays your music, great, you get a good big gig, but there's always another gig.
Yeah.
So I used a lot of the tools during that retirement to help me. And the reason I like DJing, because it's the perfect replacement. You get the adulation, you get the travel, you get the pressure, you get the performance, you get the adrenaline, you get the dopamine, you get the learning a skill, operating a skill, because I really enjoyed.
Had you done a bit of DJing while you were still playing?
Yeah, I've been DJing for like 13 years. So I used to go and do like.
How were you doing the music in the dressing room? And stuff?
Yeah, I do music in the dressing room, but I would also go to.
Dressing room.
Yeah, I'd go to uni gigs. So I do a lot of the like freshers stuff. So I basically did a course about 13 years ago, and then if you were good on the course, you could go and play. The school would take on the balcony at Ministry of Sound. So I went and played a set there. I was like, oh my God, I'm in love. Got a DJ agent. DJ agent was a bit of a prick. He was like, oh, why are you doing this? I said, because I just really want to play. He goes, good, because you won't make any money out of it. Then he booked me to play a university freshers thing for $3,500 for an hour. I was like, that is a fucking good money.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's what I would do. So some weeks I'd go and DJ a freshers thing on Thursday, have recovery, play Saturday. Sometimes I'd finish the game on a Saturday, get straight in the car and go and play, Harper Adams Uni or one of these other places. And that kind of built, and I'd get some better gigs. But then I started making music 2021. And as of next Friday, I have about 35 records out on different labels and different things and stuff like that. And I really enjoy that kind of.
Your DJ name?
Just Haskell. So I was James Haskell before. But again, this is how wanky the arts is. People get really kind of het up and would hear my music. I go, I fucking love it. Find out it was me and go, I can't sign a James Haskell record. Not cool. It's not cool enough.
No, it's so true.
I sat down with these guys in LA and went through like a branding process. And they were like, look, we think you should just go on a Haskell. It's a nice enough separation away. It looks quite cool on a poster. You still get a bit of the legacy you've already built. But it's amazing. As soon as I did that, changed it on Spotify, changed it everywhere, people started playing my music. As soon as you take off and they don't think it's me or you can get away with it, it started to open some doors. I think if I was going to do it again, maybe I probably might have come up with an alias. I think because some of the music I've made and some of the people who play it, like Skepta and Mochak and Fisher and Marco Carola and guys like that.
She hasn't got a fucking clue.
No. She's just said blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But because of those people who played it, I think if I'd been on a different name, I would have been further along where I am. Just because now people still, when I DJ, people go, oh God, you can actually DJ. Like I DJed at a boat party the other day, and I had a set, and I'm very big at like looking at the crowd and going, right, this is what I think they want. And often it isn't music I make because it might be a bit more commercial.
Is yours more house?
Mine's more tech house. But so mine is cool. In down
I get it.
I get it. You get it.
He's mine.
Yeah. But so basically, what
we
I
can
just,
chat after.
Yeah, we'll go out. And so basically, a lot of time you go to perform, you unless you're big enough DJ and you're on a specific sound style lineup, people come to see you. Where I get booked is still partly because of Jay's Haskell, the rugby player. So you turn up and go, these people want commercial music. They want to dance, obviously. They don't really want an education, and they want stuff that they can sing along to. So I'm quite good at doing that because I've been doing it for such a long time. So I smashed this DJ set on this boat. The guys before me played well, but played probably something slightly techier and a bit more kind of underground, so I came on as I blew the doors off it, and this guy came up to him, one of my DJ idols, and was like, mate, I don't know what to expect. I'm not being disrespectful, but you fucking smashed that. I didn't even know you were that good. And so I get a few of those things. You can actually
see physically DJing as well. Because I know a few celebrities that
just press play.
They go on there. It's the same set every time. And they look like the DJ, but they're already mixed.
Yeah, it's already mixed. I mean, I know.
He was doing it at 7 o'clock in the morning.
He was doing it when I rocked up for the final. He was
But in the
Every time
morning,
there's a break,
every morning, and sometimes
doing
he
that
forget to do. I was doing that. He forget to
Australian
put
DJ.
his headphones on.
Raving
And
around.
it's 7 a.m. I'd wake up like that. I'd unplug the dildo.
You'd roll, she'd kiss me on the cheek and go, "You've woken me up, you naughty boy." I'd go get back to your room.
I remember one day walking out and going, "James, I love you, and it's great, but you're making me want to actually kill myself every morning because it was that music."
I'm trying to do a remix of
And then
"We're
you
in
go,
the
"Oh,
mood
sorry."
for shagging." I love we changed the words because obviously TV they couldn't let us do it, could they?
No.
We kept doing it. I kept singing,
Oh
just
my
kept
God, we
going.
kept changing
We're in
the
the
words. There
mood
was so
for
much.
shagging, and we were all singing in harmony, but they won't let you use it on TV because it's ripping off a likeness of an existing track.
But now, shut up. Now, on top of that, I mean, how long have you been doing the podcast?
So the Good, the Bad Rugby has now been going in. It was in two sort of iterations, but we're probably up to like 8 years now.
Really?
Yeah, 8 years. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So we were house.
It's like one of the first major sport podcasts, really.
Yeah, we were house. We used to be called House of Rugby. Well, we were just talent on House of Rugby. But it's mad that we were House of Rugby. They got the sponsorship. They owed me a load of money and were not messing around with my agents. I was chasing, and then they just called me up one day. We did finish the show and went, "Oh, by the way, we've gone into administration." And we were their biggest podcast, but they were an Irish company that had taken a loan out and used the UK company to guarantee it. They owed me 50 grand, never paid me, went into liquidation. Then administration even. And then someone bought them, a VC fund bought them, then thought they'd bought us and a load of other podcasts, found out none of us were contracted, then decided to sue us and sued us for something called Passing Off, which was basically we set up another podcast with 3 rugby people doing like we've done before, but it's not Passing Off. So
Better name as well.
But different. Yeah, Good Bad Rugby. It was for House Rugby, then Good Bad Rugby, and it cost us 750 grand to defend. I know, but that 750 grand. Luckily, the business paid for it, so we didn't have to put our hands in our pockets for it. But it, and then on the day before court, they just pulled out. And the British law is you have to defend a suing. So if I tried to sue you, even if it was base, and I kept going, you'd have to defend it. And so we had to defend it, and they pulled out the day before. Now we got some security costs, but that was it. So that could have ended it. But at the same time, we launched Good Bad Rugby. We got some fantastic sponsors on board, and we've been doing it ever since. And we sold part of the business not long ago. We've now got GB Media, Good Bad Media, which looks after Joe Marler's podcast. We'll See You Now, does Good Bad Football, does Good Bad Beast.
That's Scalzi and Nicky Bartlett.
So
Paddy McGuinness.
Yeah, so that's doing okay. So we've still got into having a production company, but we've loved it.
Is the rugby, what do you call it? Changing room? Locker room?
Yeah, locker room.
Yeah.
As weird as people?
Like you piss in a shoe and drink it.
Okay, so again,
She put that so politely.
Yes, yeah. So basically, the thing with rugby is a lot of people associate their experience with rugby when they went to university and what they saw the university rugby teams do.
Yeah, because they are always a bit weird, the rugby lads.
Mental.
Great. I think better personality. I think that when you see like Joe Marley, yourself, and others getting interviewed, I always think they got better personalities than footballers a lot of the time.
I just think
But as from a woman's point of view,
No,
do you
Just
mean?
a bit fucking mental.
Yeah,
There's a reason he's single.
yes. Yes, that is very true. I think for me,
That is true.
I think for me, like, I didn't do, because when you're a professional athlete, it's a very different thing. So people talk about drinking culture. We didn't really have that. You know, for 8 years of my career, 9 years, I'd never drunk at all, and I never had to do any of those mad initiations that you see university people shaving their heads, drinking pints of cat food and shit and sick and whatever else weird stuff they do. And that's why when you say you're a rugby player, people go, oh, but that's what they're recalling. Most professional teams. Now, because of media scrutiny, you wouldn't have that. There's occasional things like Gloucester used to do a thing for start of the season, they'd shave your head, or you had to drink 2 gallons of milk or whatever it is, and obviously without spewing, but everyone spews, and stuff like that. So they're just weird stuff like that. But in terms of the kind of playing soggy biscuit and drinking out of shoes and the
We've talked about soggy biscuit on here before, haven't
the sort
we?
of disguised homosexuality under the guise of just men being men. Like, no, there was, we did all that anyway, but that, I'm not hiding from it. There's nothing wrong with it. But so I actually wasn't as mental as I think. What the change rooms are really ruthless, and so when you get into the real world, Thank God there's no HR departments, because I remember that, you know, day one of WASP, the kid turned up and he had terrible acne, and the lads called him the clumsy beekeeper, and we don't know his name. We had another guy. We had another guy who had a twitch in his eye, so lads called him the indicator, and stuff. You know, we had. They used to call.
It's writing these down.
They used to call one of the lads seaweed because not even the tide would take him out. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is, we had a guy on day one who dropped a weight in the gym. He went, "Oh, whoops," and everyone called him Sue, and his name was like Alex, just called Sue, because they're like, "Right, Sue, whoops." Just shit like, it's just stuff like that. Where
ruthless,
one bad haircut, one, you know, you got bad teeth, bad lid, poor choice of partner, make a mistake.
What was your nickname?
What do they call?
That's not just rugby though. That's football. I mean, I grew up.
men. I think it's
men in
men.
general.
There's men in general, but that's what my ex Chloe, who's very astute, she said, no wonder you've all got insecurity problems. You're all fucking awful to each other. Like,
But I think men are.
Even mates
Yeah,
are. Me and my best pal.
It's ruthless.
I had this the other day.
What's your mum, innit? Your mum this, your mum
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And I had a thing where I forget sometimes, because again, one of the other sides of the sports thing is you're very honest. You have to be accountable. You have to be direct. If you don't work hard, you're not a good person. All the things now in society that we're concerned about, which is, you know, gender and religion and sexuality in changing room, none of those mattered.
No.
All that matters is you're a good person. You could do whatever you wanted to be anything you wanted to be a fucking flamingo, as long as you train hard, work hard, and we're a good person. And so I've always seen the world like that. So I judge everyone on that, and I judge everyone on their work ethic and their ability to contribute.
Got so many things going on. The podcast.
Yes.
The
alcohol.
alcohol, the DJing,
Yes.
like just so much.
Yes.
Do you think that's probably going to, or what has been the issue of relationship-wise? Because you don't seem to have a spare minute.
No, so I think I really enjoy the chaos. I think it's a very good question. I think, for example, with Chloe in my relationship, you know, did she marry a rugby player that was for basically 11 months a year playing and having no weekends and couldn't plan? Yes. Did she think, I think when I retired, that I was going to be around all the time? But I was always a workaholic, so that was always going to be quite tricky. I think for me, I've got a PA that's everything's like managed. So I do, for example, because I've got Bodie 50% of the time or 45.64% of the time. My weeks are all set up in advance, so I make sure I always give time for her and everyone else. And I think that, look, if you want to make time for someone, for a new partner, you will, you know. And actually, you know, I talked about the show about, you know, I had 12 trips to Ibiza in 1 year, just after Chloe had a baby. And should I have done all of them? No. Should I have been around more? Yeah, that does happen.
Well, we can all look back on past relationships and go, maybe I shouldn't have done that, or we should have noticed that and talked about it.
That was only one. That was
Jesus.
That was only one. That was one element of it. But I now get to the point where actually I'm very happy with work and life and stuff.
But how do you relax? Like, do you ever shut off and just shut up?
No,
and
never,
just relax.
I've never knowingly shut up. But you know what? I said this the other day on something, and I went, I'm actually a bit of an introvert, and everyone, fuck off.
No.
So the truth of it is, I actually spend a large amount of time on my own. So and again, it sounds like some bullshit hallmark thing you'd see on Instagram from some sort of yogi, but I'm so happy and like excited by life, and things like simple things like seeing a friend, having a good coffee, going for some breakfast, what bit of sunshine, like walking around, like, you know. So I'm very grateful for what I have, and I think I don't need other things. So I'm very satisfied. So I really kind of enjoy where I relax is I take myself for breakfast a couple of times a week to a little cafe. I'll go to different places. I'm always on the search for the best cup of coffee. I just sit there on my own, put my
What's your
headphones
order?
in. My breakfast order.
No, your coffee order.
Oh, my coffee
You're
order.
an
is a flat
avocado
white.
on toast wanker, aren't you?
No.
Eggs.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, I mean, so actually what I normally have is chorizo, scrambled egg, a bagel, some grilled halloumi.
I'll get behind that.
Yeah, flat white, maybe some porridge. And maybe a pink cupcake or a Smartie cookie. And every time I order a Smartie cookie, I'm like, don't look down on me because I'm a 4-year-old man. I don't think it's Smartie cookie one. And I just really relax. I listen to a lot of audiobooks and I read at night. So I read at night, switch off. I watch movies and work at the same time. So I sit at night.
I just feel like you've got this brain that doesn't switch off.
Honestly, no. The only time it'll ever really switch if I lay on a sun lounger and read a book. But even though I'm still doing something, I've never...
Actually, it switched off a lot when I was talking to you, funnily enough.
Well, yeah.
I saw it in your eyes. I switched off.
It's when it's like standby mode. Your mum was talking, I was like... I put a pair of glasses with eyes painted on them and fell asleep, rabbiting on.
We're a bit like that in this
I've
podcast.
got a horse. I was like, fuck. So I did actually have this kind of conversation some other day, because actually my mind doesn't ever really switch off in terms of, it's always like analysing people, body language, listening. And I think that was really interesting on the dates, because I talk a lot. People think you don't listen. So every time I had these dates, they would go, oh my God, you remember everything. I'm like, yeah, I'm always kind of listening, focusing. But I do unwind when I got Bodhi. So I never tried to do, I once looked after her for the first time on my own when she was like tiny, like obviously only a few days old or whatever. Or something. And I tried to do something and work at the same time, and honestly got myself into the most stressful thing. I was like having a panic. So I just learned,
when you've got
time,
her, stop.
her.
Yeah.
Don't
I
do-
love the name Bodhi, by the way.
Thank
How old
you.
is she? How old is she now?
She's 4, August the 10th. So I got a little party. I made her a little frozen invitation. Yeah, it's really nice that she's got. Chloe put her in
You're a tough crowd if you DJ them lot, mate.
real tough
You're
crowd.
real tough crowd. Let it go on.
Techno. Yeah. All the kids screaming. But
What's been your favourite age?
Okay, so so this is an interesting one again, because I was around 20 lads or 40 lads every year for 20 years. All had kids. So again, because I'm always listening, you see kids who had great kids, hard kids, relationships that failed, kids with disability, problems, issues. So I'd always kind of listen, and I knew that there was almost this unwritten thing sometimes that men find it sometimes hard to bond with kids. And also same thing with mums. Mums don't talk about it, but say you have a C-section, you have this trauma or a long birth, they hand you the baby and everyone thinks it's like a Disney movie. You're like, I love you. Most of the time, it's like, I'm fucked, I'm in agony, I'm in pain, I love you. I don't. So, and it all depends. People react very differently. And I had a close friend of mine. I think it took him a couple of years to really bond with a kid. Now, because I've listened to all this and thinking about it, when I saw her heart scan on the very first scan, I burst into tears. I was like, right. And I was like, okay, I'm excited. And so I was very lucky to, when she came out, because Chloe had to have an emergency C-section, so I had to hold her for the first hour, and I changed her first nappy, and I bought a doll, because I'm such a keen, I bought a doll to practice nappy changing, and I saw the midwife was over my shoulder wanting to fucking try and school me up, so I did this nappy perfectly. She went, that's the best nap I've ever seen. I was like, fucking welcome. So I had her, so I ended up bonding very, very quickly. So I found parenting, like every time, every age for me is exciting, because it's just
something new happens,
something new, and also because it's so out of my wheelhouse and so different than my normal life. A lot of the time, even when she's a baby, I just be like, I'm just fascinated.
How are you going to be when she's like teenage?
Oh God, well that's
boyfriends and teenagers.
She's wanting to come watch you DJ.
Yeah. That's good. I do think about that a little bit. How that's going to be, because again, it doesn't matter how good a parent you are or bad a parent you are, the kids will be what they will be, and you can try and protect them from life. They'll find their own way. People, you try to keep them away from stuff. They'll just go off and do it anyway. So I kind of think.
Come on.
I take one day at a time, because of my sportsman mentality. I live very presently, so I don't look too far forward, don't look too far back. So every time I just think with Bodhi in particular, when she comes to me and I'm a bit tired, she goes, "Daddy, can you push me on the swing?" And you're like, first reaction, she goes, "No." I think, do you know what? One day she was not going to want me to do it, and if she's fucking around before bed, or she's like running around hide and seek. And you're like, "Bodhi, we're going to go to bed." You could get annoyed. But what's an extra 5 minutes of grand scheme? Because one day she won't be there, and I know it's a bit more. It's a bit sort of bit morbid or a bit sort of overthinking it. But I think about my parents and how good they were, and the memories I had with them, and also my dad. I imagine now my mum would love nothing more just to have a cuddle on a sofa with me and everything else, but you just don't do that as much.
I always think you never know the last time that you're going to pick them up.
That's what I mean. And they get so big.
Don't start her off.
She'll
cry.
cry.
She'll start crying. She's at that stage. She's 8 months, and every day she wants to cry.
I do that. Sometimes with Bodhi will say things to me. Like the other day, she came in. She's like, "Daddy," and I go, "Yeah." She goes, "I love you." And she goes, come here. And I said, okay. And I thought she'd whisper something. She just held my hand, kissed me on the head. And I start welling up. And I'm like, it's just so weird, because all my normal life's like, "Yeah, lad, shaking, yeah, blood," And then you've got this perfect little innocent person that's very different. Yeah. And so I think the fact when they can communicate and they start having their own ideas.
Yeah.
it is always a great age. But actually, in terms of parenting, because touch wood, we were lucky with health and stuff. I've actually found it okay because I didn't have any expectations, because I just knew that if you plan to go, I want this and I think I should be doing this and this should be how we do things, or we're going to go and do this. I was just like, look, I'll wake up today and we'll just see.
Survive.
Survive. Just see what happens and how it goes. And so she's brilliant. Like, she came in this morning to me. She came in this morning wearing a beanie. I don't know where the hell she got that from. Came with a beanie. I had to sleep with an eye patch, lift up. She goes, Daddy, it's Mummy's birthday today. It's Chloe's birthday today. And is it my birthday tomorrow? And she goes, and next year, meaning yesterday. They've got no time frame. So it's just so cute. But yeah, she's great.
Can I just say that I can't tell you how much I talked about you, and when we finished Celebs Go Dating, me and I've never laughed so much, all of that. But just from listening to you today, because I've never really listened to you, because actually, you're just like noise in the background, honestly, it's like it was painful at times. But can I just say, I think I might have fallen in love with you a little bit today. Yeah, I just think you're fabulous. Do you have anything you want to rant about? We do a 30-second rant.
And by the way, you've only got 30 seconds, so this might be fucking hard for you. But if someone who's pissed you off today, 30 seconds, and then we discuss it after.
Yeah.
But no interruptions.
So for me, self-service checkouts, right, and the whole fact that you somehow now have to do someone else's job. People get paid the same, but I have to pack my own fucking bag, scan my own groceries, right? Everything flags up a warning, so they've still got to come back to the till and do it. They're standing next to you when they could be standing by the till. I've now got to go to the airport, weigh my own bag, stick my own label on it. They're being paid the same. We've created solutions to problems that didn't exist. AI is going to take everyone's jobs. We know that. But fucking keep the jobs as they were. Nobody needs to do themselves.
That's good.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
And you know what? I never thought that, but it's so true.
I was in fucking M&S and a woman standing by the counter goes, you pay for your fuel on that. I went, but you're all standing there. She went, I would do self-serve. I went, no. I'll get you to pack my bag that you're being paid for. They give me the fucking bag. Why am I packing my own bag? I could do. Anyway, I don't mind, but just
that's a brilliant one.
No, the airport one as well. You fucking try to put it on your own.
But the airport one's the best one.
Never work.
No, but the airport one about the business. You go. You put your bag on, you weigh your bag, you print the label, you put the label on, and you still go to see the people to check your fucking passport.
Yeah.
What time is that cut?
Yeah,
You've just taken someone's job.
James, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for being
I
part of it.
appreciate it, mate.
Oh my God, I love
Top
it.
man.
And you're only around the corner, so you can always pop in.
And if your new man drops the ball, call Big Daddy. He'll be
Well, I was waiting. I was waiting
security.
for you.
Security. We're going to need a few of you.
It's out, security. Someone needs to come and arrest my stepdad.
Fuck's sake. Flick, mate.
I am actually going to dream about that tonight.
Yeah,
so yeah, thanks a lot.
You're an absolute disgrace.
Thank you all so much for listening, watching, whatever way you're looking at this. And
He's just wiping cum off his shirt.
yeah, thank you all for joining us. Best guest ever so far. First one, so nothing to compare it to. That's why we got him in first, because we worried he'd be a bit shit. But actually, he's been good.
Thank you.
Anyway, we're off for a shag. See you soon. Bye.
Yeah, we are.
It's Nolans Uncensored with Coleen, Shane Jr. and Ciara Fenton. It's Nolans Uncensored.